How to deal with idiots. Hey guys, Jim Edwards here, and welcome to another edition of I'm going to go check on the chickens with Jim because I'm annoyed by somebody and I need to get out and stretch my legs. So, what do you do when somebody's being an idiot online or being an idiot in your help desk? I'll give you the lowdown. So, let's say you sell a service and somebody pays for the service or somebody pays for a subscription. Let's say you sell a subscription to a software. And somebody doesn't use that software for a year. And then they come to you and say, hey, I didn't use the service for a year, and so therefore I didn't get any value from it. So you should give me access to the service for free. What do you do to respond to somebody like that? Or when somebody's being unreasonable or being an idiot? Now, and the answer to that question is you tell the person, hey, if you were to subscribe to HBO for a year and then you never watched a program, go ahead and contact HBO and say, hey, I paid for a year and I never watched a single show, so you need to let me have access to HBO for a year because I didn't do it. Or let's say you got a subscription to Blue Plate where they send you meal kits every week, and instead of cooking them, you threw them away and you didn't eat them, and then you say, you know what, I had you guys for a year, I never cooked a single meal, and so I would like for you to send me free meals for a year. Or let's say you got a subscription to Wired Magazine, which I don't know why you'd get a subscription to Wired Magazine because Wired Magazine kind of sucks, but let's just say that you got a subscription to Wired Magazine and you threw away all the episodes or all the issues for a year and you never read them, and then you contacted Wired Magazine and said, you know what, I got your magazine, I never had time to read it, I threw them all away, and so I want you to give me a subscription free for a year. Tell me what they would say to you. Honest to God, tell me what they would say to you. They'd all tell you to go to hell. I mean, they do it nicely in some kind of, nice consumer or customer-centric way, of course. I mean, nobody tells you to go to hell except me, but I wouldn't say that in a help desk. I might say it verbally in person, but only if I knew there were no recording devices. But anyway, I digress. My point is, how do you deal with people like that? Because I know people, and I have a really good friend of mine who got derailed seriously by someone who was just an asshat to them. And so I'm going to tell you my philosophy, okay? And this is the God's honest truth. How do you deal with people that are just idiots? Number one, if you can make them happy without them just blowing up your business or being stupid, then just make them happy. I know that that's not, Stu says tell them to pound sand. Well, that's the third option, Stu. You're skipping to the end. Like any good student of Jim Edwards, you are skipping to the end. But let me get there the nice way, okay? The first thing is that if you can make them happy and it's not a big deal, make them happy. Maybe they're just having a bad day. All right, I've had bad days. Everybody can have a bad day. If it's not going to hurt you, it's not going to cost you anything, then sure, let them. Especially if there was a misunderstanding or something. Just give them what they want and maybe they'll go away. The second thing you can do is kind of come to a compromise. Say, okay, well, I can't do that, but I can do this. And would that be good enough? And if they're all snitty and if they're an ass about it, then you say, okay, you skip to step number 3, which is, I'm sorry, I can't help you. I'm sorry that it didn't work out for whatever reason. If I can, I'll refund their money if I can, if it makes sense, because, by the way, that's the surest way to diffuse an idiot is to just refund their money because they've lost all their leverage. Now, Jodine is certainly a wonderful, nice, and one of the sweetest people I've ever met in the world of digital marketing, and she says kill them with kindness. You can kill them with kindness, but you also don't have to take their crap. That's one thing that I just refuse to do. I will not take crap from somebody. Life is too short. And yes, you should be kind, you should be patient, but at some point you have to draw a line in the sand and say what you will and will not do, what you will and will not take. There's a certain point where their money just ain't worth it, and their ability to have leverage over you needs to be removed. And so I would just say that's how you deal with idiots. And the other thing that you got to do is remember that for every idiot, there's 100 really nice people. And sometimes we do get focused in on the idiots, the person who rips us off. I mean, literally steals from us. They buy something, they use something, they take advantage of a service, they even spend one-on-one time with you, and then they get a refund, or worse, they do a chargeback. You're gonna get that. You can't let that derail you. You can't let that discourage you. You can't let that be the thing that puts you off track. Screw them, okay? Focus on the nice people. Focus on the people who value what you do and are going to get value. But we as human beings, sometimes we focus in on the asshats and we worry about them. Don't worry about them. Screw them. They're miserable. Just know that their life sucks and be glad you're not them. Focus on the people like you guys who are supportive and wonderful, the kind of people who, you know, just reach out and say nice things and supportive things and help you. Focus on them. And I know it's easier said than done. So if you got to use the 1-2 punch of screw that guy and I love those people over there, then do that. So you don't have to suffer. You need to be strong. So anyway, I never really did even check on the chickens. If you guys, tell me real quick, do you guys want to see how the new baby chickens are doing and how big they got? I've been gone for a week up helping my dad, and these chickens have grown like super freaking huge. I guess I'm going to show you, but if you want to see them, tell me in the comments, hey, show us the chickens, Jim, since I haven't done letting the chickens out with Jim in a long time. Oh, look. So those are a couple of the new ones. And they're like, oh, they were in the sun. They're looking good. I love those. They're called bar rocks. They're the black and white striped ones. They look like little zebras. They're probably hiding somewhere. But we're up to 20 chickens now, which is pretty cool. And all the new chickens are hanging out. Here's the old chickens, checking out what the new chickens are doing. Hi, Rambo. And these are 3 of the new ones. The white one over there is called an Americana. I never knew there was a white Americana. The other one is a Rhode Island Red, and I don't know what the other one is. So anyway, okay guys, I've rambled enough. I gotta go get ready for a meeting. I'm trying to cram 2 weeks worth of work into 3 days because I have to go back up and keep helping my dad do what he needs to do with his physical therapy. So everybody have a great day. And the one other thing I would tell you is if you haven't signed up for the gym boat yet, you need to. The gym boat's going to be awesome. We're going to have a wonderful time and learn all about making tons and tons of more sales no matter what you sell. And after the year that we're having with everything, I need a vacation in November and would love to hang out with you on the gym boat. So head on over to thegymboat.com, sign up, and we'll see you guys soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.